I just got a bass guitar for $5 at a yard sale. Woo! But it's a piece of crap, so let's go fix it up. Woo! There you can see my hashtag guitar me. Today we have a special project. I've got a ton of guitars. I've got mandolin, banjo, 12 string, 6 string, electric, acoustic, all kinds of them. But what I'm missing is a bass guitar. So, shopping around at some garage sales and stuff, I found a $5 bass. That's right, a $5 bass guitar, you can't beat it. And today, if you're just bored or whatever, I got a video for you. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna restore this bad boy to playing condition for just a couple bucks. Can't beat that. Here is the bass guitar that I picked up for $5. Gotta warn you, it's a little rough. My suspicion's just going from the looks of it. It's got a very, very new neck. The neck says Fender on it. Not sure if that's a real neck or maybe that's just a Fender neck on a cheap body or whatever. But the body looks old. Might be like an 80s, 70s bass. Looks like it's been painted 8,000 times. So let's get to what we're gonna replace and what we got for the guitar. The finish was horrid, horrible. So when I started sanding it down, I got to this point, that's when I decided, hey, let's start filming this. When you get to the actual pickup here, it is completely gone. There's nothing there. All this chrome is pitted and rusted. This thing here, the bridge, it's all messed up. The screws, they got the wrong kind of screws in here. You can see this can't even move around because the screws are big. Looks like they went to the hardware store and just got the wrong screw to put it in there. Maybe a kid or somebody didn't know what they were doing was doing this. Same story, it's missing the back plate here. Luckily I had one of those. There's one little spot, or actually it's two spots that need a little body work. Right here by the neck, it chipped off, so I'm going to fill that with Bondo. And also around here where the hole is, you'll see there's a little tiny hairline crack. I'm going to fill that in with Bondo and sand that as well. Plan is to keep this on the cheap. I'm not going for anything crazy expensive here. All you guys might criticize some of the parts I got, but hey, I just wanted to play every once in a while. Maybe if a friend comes over to fill on a track. So first off, to address this saddle right here, or the bridge, went with this, got a new one, bam. Got it off Amazon, only cost like $6. So we're not gonna leave that stock. I'm gonna powder coat the bottom, take off the hardware, powder coat the bottom black, leave those chrome, that'll look sick. As for the color, I'm just gonna spray it with spray cans, and then we're gonna add a clear over that. For the pickup system, I got a pre-wired pickup, single coil right there, nothing special. Just wanted to do the basics. That's pre-wired with the volume, the tone, and the output jack. The problem with the pickup is it doesn't fit in the hole. It's a little too skinny. So I'm gonna have to bevel out the sides and then fill in this right here to sand. This right here, we're gonna brush that off, get it down to the bare metal, powder coat it black. Two sets of knobs here, chrome and black. Not sure which two are gonna look the best because this is all gonna be gray with black, but we gotta tie in that chrome up there somehow. This backer plate we were missing, I had one laying around from the guitars I had over the years, and thankfully the bolt pattern fit. There is the output jack, which it did come with the guitar, thankfully. It's a little bent up, we'll fix that. And last but not least, down here on the neck, the truss rod cover is missing. So picked up one of those. It's carved rosewood, give it a little polyurethane, that'll look really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and grind down this one, buff this one up, grind down this one. This is brand new, but I'm going to keep this contrast to this chrome to match those keys. So again, I'm just going to take those off real quick. Alright, got my powder coating gun. It's plugged only into the positive. Got my part, it's only running through the negative. It's time to shoot the powder coat on it. The oven's down there on 450. Here we go. Let's go stick that in the oven. There we go. Shoot. About 15 minutes and we'll let them cool. Boom! Our pieces are powder coated. They came out perfect. Now we're going to put the new hardware on that and compare it to the old one. Here's a comparison now. This is stock, what came off that piece of junk, and in there is our new part that's going to replace it. Looks a little bit nicer. And again, this is just a couple bucks on Amazon. Customize it myself. Next step, I want to take the rosewood truss rod cover and then the little fingerboard, give them a real light sand, and I'm going to put some polyurethane on those. Next step, I've got this damaged area right here where it's chipped off the wood, and on the back side over here I've got a hairline crack. I'm going to fill both of those in with Bondo body filler. The new pickup we got, when we go to put that in there, the hole's too big on the front and on the back, so we're going to fill some body filler in these little divots here too, and then we'll go ahead and widen this out for the pickup to fit in. Old rule of thumb is a golf ball size of filler to a pea of hardener. And this is going to dry pretty quick, so I got to go quick once I get it in there. On the bottom I filled and I've sanded. That's real nice and smooth now. That divot's gone. The top two, it's still real rough. I started sanding. I'll finish that one off. And then right here where that was missing, it's still rough. I'll finish that out and get it nice and smooth. All that's left is where those ports were. They're nice and filled in smooth. And it's just a little detail, but that corner's back on. Real smooth. Part of the body again. Dang, son. This bass did come with this, wasn't on it. This is god awful ugly. So I got rid of it, and I also filled in the little screw holes all around the guitar. That way it's solid body again. Next thing we gotta do is take the pickup and mark where we need to cut it to where it'll fit. Now check out that fit. It's still got wires under it, so I can't flush it, but it fits perfect. 400 grit. I hit it first with the 120, then with the 220, then with the 400, and we'll be ready to paint. Little tip for you to paint it. I just put a nut where the neck goes, tied some weed eater line on there, and hung it in a tree. Alright guys, look, where I left you, I'm painting this thing like a gunmetal gray. Perfect color, I'm thinking. But the more I start to paint it, the more it's not working. It's not working at all. And I didn't want to do this, and this is a $5 guitar. I knew I was going to do it. I was going to invest too much time and just go way overboard on it. But I did it. I couldn't help myself. The people that I bought it from were older. It's obviously an old guitar. I don't know what kind it is for sure. It says Fender, but we don't know. It might be a fake or a reproduction, whatever. But it's got to be like 70s or something. It's old, brittle, just old. So I did some research on the time frame, looked up some stock colors and some colors that were back then in that decade and stuff like that. And I pulled up one. I thought it looked pretty cool, and I got the color, and when it came, oh man, it was ugly. It was so ugly. But when I put it on the guitar, oh man, it felt like it just came right back to the old days. It's not wet sanded yet. It's a little rough, but I'll go ahead and show you the color, and then we'll start giving it the wet sand and get everything back on. See what she sounds like. Yeah. Wop. It's time to put it back together, bruh. Let's do it. So let's go ahead and install our pickup. Alright, pickup down. Take off that nut. Yeah. Marked exactly where it was, so we hit the right annotation. That way we can hit tune all the time and all the way through the fret. Right there. Make sure it's level. There we go. Time to string it. The $5 bass guitar. Turned out really good. It's got a really old look to it still. I love the color. I love how it's not perfect. It looks like it's been played for years and years and years, and it's gonna look really good hanging on that guitar wall. Last thing to do is to hook it up, tune it, and see what it sounds like. See what this bad boy sounds like. Pretty good. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't, check out the other people on my channel called Bad Mofos. Hours and hours of fun. Remember, click subscribe so you get notifications of future videos. Hey guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks again for stopping by. Take care. Later. Peace.
Money, it's a hit.